Whether you're traveling 700 miles from home or 7,000 miles, staying organized is a must these days. Back in the day, you did not need to worry about much when you traveled. Just having your paper tickets, a small paper notebook, your passport, and a pen was about all you really needed to organize your travel. But the world has changed a lot in the last 25 years, and today there are a dizzying number of technical details, accounts, rules, gadgets, and apps all involved in staying organized. If you're planning a trip to Egypt, congratulations! Egypt is one of the most amazing places on earth, and it's home to the only surviving wonder of the ancient world. That would be the Great Pyramid of Giza. You will be amazed at the number of truly old and well-preserved tombs, crypts, temples, and pyramids. As a frequent world traveler, a technologist, and an incurably obsessive organizer, I've made it my quest to search out the easiest and best way to stay connected when you're in a foreign land. It's really not that difficult once you know the tips, tricks, and hints in this guide. I'll attempt to sort it all out for you in a simple, readable way, so let's get right into it. One of the most important things for any traveler is staying in touch with folks back home. This can be more important in Egypt because, as safe as the country is, friends and relatives tend to want to hear from you regularly just to know you're okay. Obviously, your cell phone is the best way to connect back home, but how do you make sure your phone will work once you arrive? It's something you can't test out before you leave, and for planners like me, it can be a source of real anxiety. But not to worry. Assuming you have a smartphone, i.e. an iPhone or Android, you really have three options to keep in touch overseas with your cell phone. Number one, buy an international plan from your cell phone provider, such as AT&T, T-Mobile, or Sprint. Number two, buy a local SIM card when you get to Egypt. Number three, use local Wi-Fi connections and download an app such as WhatsApp, Viber, or Skype. So which is best? Buying an international plan is the best and easiest option, but it's also the most expensive. For example, AT&T has a passport plan which provides voice and data in over 200 countries, and you pay month to month, so you just turn the service plan off when you get home. It starts at $70 a month with 2 GB of data, but you probably want the better plan, which is $140 a month for 6 GB of data. All you do is switch on the roaming setting on your phone when you arrive. If you can afford it, this is the way to go. Option 2, a local SIM card. Getting a local SIM card is a cheaper option, but there are some important downsides. First, getting a SIM card in Cairo is very easy. You can do it at the airport when you arrive, or go to any Orange dealer in Cairo. I purchased a 10 gigabyte plan for 185 Egyptian pounds, which is about $12 US as of March 2021. There was a promotion at the time which doubled that to 20 gigabyte of data, which lasted me for the entire 2-week trip, including sharing the data with my busmates. You can get the plan with or without voice service, and I'll explain later why you might want to do just a data plan. The point is, it's much cheaper than the international plan option. First downside to a local SIM card. In order for that Orange SIM card to work, your phone needs to be unlocked. In the USA, mobile carriers love to sell you a locked phone, so you're forced to use only their cell service. If you insert another company's SIM card into a locked phone, it just won't work. Also, there are hurdles to unlocking your phone. For example, I pay full price up front for my iPhones at AT&T because AT&T won't unlock the phone for me if it's under a payment plan. For most people, their phone is always under a payment plan, so the phone can never be unlocked. See the scam here? Bottom line, never take your cell phone to another country assuming you can use a local SIM card unless you first check with your local carrier to make sure that phone is unlocked. The biggest downside to using a local SIM card in Egypt is that your phone number changes to a local Egyptian number. It's essentially another phone now, so someone calling your phone from home will probably just get your voicemail. But you're not able to see that you have a voicemail or get to your voicemail. And texts to your old number will not work unless you are near a usable Wi-Fi signal. This can be a deal breaker if it's important that you keep your phone number the same for those who might need to reach you. You need to know how to change the SIM card in your cell phone. SIM cards are tiny and can be easily lost, but you also need a very small tool like a paperclip to pop the SIM tray out. When you get back to the States, the first thing you want to do is change back to your U.S. SIM card to let folks know that you've arrived. But it's a real juggling act to do this in a taxiing plane, assuming you can quickly find that U.S. SIM card. Tech tip. A SIM card travel kit is a great way to keep all your SIM cards and carriers and tools in one place. GPG2 makes this one. The last option is to go without cell service and use local Wi-Fi connections in your hotel, restaurants, airports, and shops. You can download a free app to your smartphone such as WhatsApp or Viber, and you can send texts and voice messages to anyone else who has that app installed anywhere in the world. Obviously, it's the cheapest option, but it's also the most unreliable way to go, since you need to make sure anyone you will want to contact, or who wants to contact you, has that app on their phone. Also, you will be relying on a decent Wi-Fi signal to connect, and local Wi-Fi in Egypt is not very good. It's often quite slow, and the signal is usually very weak. Stay connected. Even with an international cell plan, staying connected can be a challenge. For example, AT&T does not directly provide cell service in Egypt. Instead, they make a deal with one of the local carriers. This is all transparent to you, but the problem is that the local carrier they use may not have strong cell service in all areas of Egypt. So you can still find that your signal is not great at times. Mobile hotspot. The best strategy I have found is to get both an international data plan for your phone and a local SIM for a hotspot. What is a hotspot? It's a compact, portable gadget that makes a local cell data connection and then provides a Wi-Fi signal for yourself and anyone you wish to share it with. To make the local cell connection, you insert a local SIM data card, data SIM only, voice isn't required, into the hotspot device. It then creates a local network with a password, just like your Wi-Fi at home, which you can share with anyone nearby. This way, you're not reliant on finding available Wi-Fi at local restaurants, hotels, and airports. The hotspot worked great when I was traveling with my tour group. Whenever we were riding on the bus, I'd share the hotspot for everyone to use. If the Wi-Fi in my hotel room was weak or intermittent, I'd just switch on the hotspot. It was incredibly handy for checking email, catching up with social media, or just checking the map on your phone to see where you were and how far to your destination. One caveat: you need to make sure the hotspot device that you purchase is unlocked, meaning it will work with any SIM card. I bought mine unlocked from a SIM card shop in Italy, but you can purchase hotspot devices from AT&T, Verizon, Netgear, Moxie, and others. If you buy one from your cell provider, just make sure it's unlocked or it won't accept foreign SIM cards. If you found this video useful, check out my book on Amazon, Rick's Technical Travel Guide Egypt 2021. It's full of tons of useful hints and tips. Enjoy your traveling.